My name's Matt Davis. I'm 23 years old. There was probably 1,000 different pathways I could have entered the KI Eco Center and the Kepler culture, but the way I actually got introduced to the people at the center was through a friend of mine named John Lawson. It was actually Celtics versus Lakers finals. I think that was maybe 2010. Yeah, 2010. Lakers versus Celtics game. We came over, talked on the porch, watched the game, went home, like, whoa, some cool people. Went over to the grocery store over on 28th and Capitol, KI Eco Center, and just kept touching bases, and then started to work there full time at one point, and then just staying in the culture. Overall, I guess a lot of it is kind of steeped in character development, and even that's broad, you know. But like professional, personal, there's no difference between the two. Again, like it's whatever you needed, so you get whatever you need out of the experience, you know. So I got what I needed, so let me speak to what I got. Because there's no like, yeah, everybody gets something different because everybody needs something different, and that's kind of the beauty of the experience, is that can even happen. But for me, I got strengthening. I fortified a lot of my perspectives, challenged a lot of things, constantly challenging things. So it forces you to strengthen your perspective, your method, your approach, all of those things. But specifically, you know, in regards to power and power dynamics, power relationships, you know.
That we're for sure. You can bet that.
Right. Well, you know, KI, and also just you know, Kepler Institute culture period as kind of like a changeless core, so to speak. You know, a core that is about self-sufficiency and is about community and is about self-mastery. So at the core of it, you know, that stays stable. Everything else kind of changes and fluctuates because it's as fluid as it needs to be for the people who are involved. So the challenge with that becomes, okay, so if, you know, because self-sufficiency, sustainability, community are at the center, you know, the approach becomes, because of who's involved, let's say social entrepreneurship. So social entrepreneurship is an initiative of, and bootstrapping is an initiative of the Kepler Institute and the KI Eco Center. So what ends up happening is, like, sometimes, because it's not your average idea of social entrepreneurship, because the core is different, the underlying philosophy is different, you know, so you have to educate a lot more. So you got to put so much energy into educating, especially because you're trying to do it in communities that aren't familiar with it, haven't been exposed to it. Not only the approach, but also just the philosophy at the core of it. So it's, you know, it's even harder. And so you're trying to educate about that there is a need, and then you need the gas to then meet the need. So by the time you get to the point where you can create but obviously culture, you know, like people coming from my culture. I grew up on the east side of Indianapolis, so it's like west siders, east siders, we come from in the same boat. We talk the same language, and we also bring different worlds together. And you know, KI was a whole, and is a whole solar system of worlds being brought together. You know, so it's I really appreciated that, because I was and still am a seeker of, you know, the principles of how to make change and how to make you know, transformative change, like lasting. Now I don't always put it that way because it doesn't always need to be put that way, but that's what attracted me, and it's a place where for weirdos you can be yourself. You know, just simply like, yeah, I'm speaking to a lot of the, you know, like the deeper, more profound aspects, but then you can just be yourself. So, you know, and which is profound. So, you know,